tonight. The news at 10 on 2 Works for You starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Carol Larson. We begin tonight with team coverage of the largest lottery jackpot the world has ever seen.
An estimated $1.5 billion up for grabs tonight in tonight's Powerball drawing. We have multiple crews covering the big story tonight.
And right now, the drawing for the big winning numbers is coming in. We're, of course, all waiting, people buying tickets right up until the very last second. Here are the numbers.
$1 billion. That's billion with a B. I hope you have your tickets. Good luck. Let's play some Powerball. First number down is 8. And right after that, America, we have the number 27. Here's Peter Mello from Massachusetts. Peter won $1 million by matching all 5 white ball numbers. Next number down is 34. After that, we have the number 4. And we're going to wind it up this evening with the number 19. All right, now for your winning Powerball number, good luck to you. It is the number 10 tonight, and that power play multiplier is 2. Take one more close look at tonight's winning numbers from all of us here at the Florida Powerball Studios. Have a great night. We'll see you back here this Saturday night. Bye, everybody.
There you have the numbers again. 8, 27, 34, 4, 19, and the Powerball 10. The multiplier is 2, so double the winnings on those lower jackpots. You can also find these on KGRH.com and in our 2 Works for You app. We'll repeat them here for you on the air just a little later.
And double check those tickets. Our team coverage continues live tonight with 2 Works for You reporter Nathan Edwards.
He's inside the Quick Trip store at Pine and Mingo tonight. Nathan?
Well, Brian and Karen, this is actually where they sold a $50,000 ticket earlier this week. And obviously customers are hoping for a repeat. But tonight I went to Pawhuska, who may prove to be the luckiest town in Oklahoma. If there's a secret to luck, Pawhuska may hold the key.
I'm telling you, we're going to have a winner.
Ron Reed is convinced after Al Roker gave the odds this morning on the Today Show.
If a person could flip a coin and land on heads 28 times, that would be equal to a chance of winning the lotto.
Residents in Pawhuska came close to that number in 2014 at the town's annual gala during a game involving coin flips.
We had 17 flips in a row that all came up heads.
Their effort puts them in the running for a Guinness World Record.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was amazing.
If the math is correct, 17 out of 28 equals...
That puts us at 60% odds. I'd say it's pretty good odds for winning the lottery.
Odds anyone would take, even if they're not necessarily scientific.
I just think it's just a lucky place to be.
In a town of 3,600, most everyone has stopped to grab a ticket at Handy's gas station.
Just in one day, we sold over $2,000 worth.
Big money for a small town.
Whoever wins, I hope they think about their community and other communities that could use some of that money to benefit others.
$1.5 billion can go a long way. And if no one wins tonight, the jackpot could hit $2 billion.
I'm not worried about that because there is going to be a winner tonight. It is going to be in this town.
Well, they're pretty confident there in Pawhuska, but for the time being, we'll just have to wait and see who wins. Nathan Edwards, 2 Works for You.
Okay, thanks, Nathan. Check out this Powerball frenzy out west. Hundreds of people crossing the state line from Nevada to California to buy tickets. Nevada, which is home, of course, to the gambling mecca of Las Vegas, does not participate in the multi-state lottery.
Happening now at Tulsa Jewelry Store, looking carefully at their Powerball tickets. Israel Diamond Supply picking up 1,000 tickets that they pledge to give anything they win to active duty members of Tulsa Police, Fire, and the Sheriff's Office.
I hope more people will take a chance like this, not just in our community, but throughout the country. Today, we feel like the police has been under a lot of scrutiny. You know, they're always in the news in a negative matter.
The staff at Israel Diamond says if they don't win, they still hope the winner will follow their lead and donate at least part of their winnings to have a positive impact.
Oklahomans team up in many cases, hoping to increase their lottery odds. And for a Stillwater dental office, it worked. Back in 2013, the office won $2 million in the Powerball. There was kind of a moment of disbelief, but they double-checked the numbers and then claimed their prize that day. After taxes, they each walked away with a little more than $200,000.
It wasn't enough to retire.
Right.
It was enough to have some fun and buy a new set of golf clubs.
Well, they still play Powerball every week, hoping to win big again someday.
And continuing our team coverage tonight, 2 Works 2 anchor Stephen Romo digging into what happens to all that lottery revenue coming into Oklahoma after the mad dash to buy tickets.
Yeah, Karen, well, for the vast majority of people buying those lottery tickets, they're just never going to see that money again. But the money is supposed to go toward funding education in the state of Oklahoma. So many people are asking, why do we still see all of these huge budget shortfalls? Well, we're digging into those numbers. We'll have an in-depth report coming up in just minutes.
A breaking news update we first brought to you on KJRH.com. The Bartlesville Fire Department works to control a fire at the Phillips 66 off of Highway 75. This is a live look at the scene right now. Firefighters are still there, of course, monitoring hot spots. The building you see to the left is still smoldering, and you can see the charred aftermath. It started at a car wash next to the convenience store at the gas station. This is what the fire looked like a couple of hours ago. This video was sent to us by Raymond Hunter. At least 4 crews responded to the fire.
They got it under control pretty quick, but they've got basically it's a concrete structure with a wood roof on it, and that's what's giving them, that's what mainly was burning, and some storage stuff that was in one of the bays.
All the gas pumps were shut off, so there was no risk of an explosion. No car was inside the car wash either, and no one was hurt. As soon as we know the cause of the fire, we'll update you on air and online.
Now an update to breaking news that we first told you about at 5. Right now, investigators working to figure out just what caused an oil well fire. Crews called to this site owned by Continental Resources late this afternoon, just east of Chickasha. At least 4 fire departments helped contain the flames. Smoke brought traffic to a stop for a while on nearby highways. It was so thick. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
New information about a fire that destroyed an Oklahoma school. According to the state fire marshal, a heat lamp in a science room is what started the fire at Dover High School. Flames broke out around midnight Tuesday. It was ruled an accident, but 7 classrooms in the principal's office are a total loss. Classes were already canceled the day of the fire for a funeral service for a student who recently passed away.
Right now, a car soaking up the water in a pond in Owasso. Police tell us the driver apparently swerved to miss an animal in the roadway, lost control of the vehicle, and ended up in the water. We're told the driver managed to climb out of the sunroof to safety. Police say this car is going to be towed tomorrow.
We are hearing from the first time tonight from Tulsa County's new acting sheriff and the first ever woman to have the job. In a statement, Michelle Robinette says our intent as an agency is to maintain the integrity and professionalism that our employees have continued to exhibit. She goes on to say, we hope the efforts of this office to maintain stability will provide a positive framework for the new sheriff to work with in April. April is when a special election will be held to choose the new sheriff. Robinette took over yesterday after Undersheriff Rick Weigel and Chief Deputy John Bowman announced their resignations. She's been with the sheriff's office for nearly 21 years.
New at 10, trial begins for a 71-year-old woman charged in an alleged cancer treatment scheme. Antonella Carpenter faces 41 counts of fraud. Prosecutors say she claimed to be able to cure various kinds of cancer and schemed to obtain money from patients. They say Carpenter operated treatment clinics in Owasso and Broken Arrow.
Hey, good evening, everyone. A nice, clear, cool night out there. Skies very clear. In fact, we're looking at Cityplex Towers. Visibility is really good across in northeastern Oklahoma. Bristow, we look down into downtown Bristow. It looks good there. And from the First National Bank camera in Veneta, it is a calm and quiet night in Veneta. But it is cold. 27 in Bartlesville now, 41 in Tulsa, 45 at Eufaula, warmer at McAllister, where it's 51. It's 37 at Bixby and 35 at Jenks. So a little away from the city, it cools off. The wind's very light. Calm, in fact, at Bartlesville and Jenks. Stigler has a south wind currently at around 3 miles an hour. Coming up, we'll talk about how it's going to be warm and windy tomorrow. We'll see how close we come to a record high. Weekend cold blast on the way, and I've got a new future track on some snow that we talked about at 5 and 6. Remember, if I said if you tune back in at 10, we'd have a better handle on this? You'll see that coming up in the Storm Shield 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you. Well, new at 10, 2 former Rogers County officials charged with embezzlement. Randall Williamson is accused of embezzling from the Ulaga-Talala Emergency Medical Service Fund. Williamson was in charge of payroll there. And former Fire Chief Larry David Puckett is charged with 2 counts of embezzlement. He's accused of taking money from the Northwest Rogers County Fire Protection District.
New developments in a shocking case that made headlines across the country. A preliminary hearing has been delayed for the Broken Arrow brothers accused of killing their family. They're expected in court in late February. 18-year-old Robert Bever and his 16-year-old brother Michael are being tried as adults. They're charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of their parents and 3 brothers.
Tulsa's final Vision 2025 public meeting just wrapped up. Over the past few days, city councilors answered questions about plans to extend the Vision sales tax. The proposal includes economic development projects, infrastructure to develop the Arkansas River, and public safety operations. Well, on this night of Powerball Fever, we asked, has the lottery really benefited Oklahoma education?
2 Works for You anchor Stephen Romo continues our live team coverage. Stephen?
Well, guys, we know a lot of money is going into the Powerball with all of those people swarming to buy tickets. So why are we still seeing all of these huge budget deficits when it comes to education? We'll take a look at that coming up.
Plus, American Pickers, a green country connection to the popular show, ahead on 2 Works for You at 10.
Check out over 300